All right, now let's turn to this interesting video of a One American News reporter melting down in a Target because she is very triggered and very upset by some of the Pride, but also unrelated to Pride, just gay adjacent merchandise that Target has in its stores. Take a look.
Well, I finally made my way to the queer section of Target, and it's actually worse than I ever imagined. The tuck-friendly construction is alive and well. As you can see, they have a full selection, so clearly it's not doing too well. But this is just out of control. I mean, really? Really? And if you thought the queer section was bad, just come on over to the card section. We're looking in the baby aisle. You'll be such amazing moms. 2 dads. There are more cards congratulating 2 same-sex parents than there are regular male-female parents. And then we head over to the wedding section. Hers and hers, Mrs. and Mrs. I mean, this is completely out of control.
You know what's actually out of control? Conservative Karens. Conservative snowflakes. I'm old enough to remember 5 seconds ago when the right thought melting down over little things was snowflakery, was political correctness, was something only woke liberals do. Well, now it sure seems like a lot of fragile conservatives can't handle seeing a little bit of a product they don't like or that isn't relevant to them personally. And I'm not talking about the tuck-friendly swimsuits. I think there's some legitimate critiques to be made of some of the Target merchandise that's targeted to kids and has to do with trans stuff. And if she just stuck the video with that, I wouldn't be reacting to it. But the idea that you are triggered and outraged over cards acknowledging or celebrating same-sex weddings, get a grip, Alison. Gay couples exist. Gay marriage exists. People are going to celebrate loving wedding and unions between a man and a woman and a woman. And guess what? You need a card that acknowledges that if you're going to give a gift or give a card to a same-sex wedding. And those are at Target year-round. It actually has nothing to do with Pride Month. If you're not going to be going to any gay weddings, don't purchase those cards and move it along. Get about your business. Worry about your own self. The same thing applies for the whole thing about 2 moms and 2 dads in these cards celebrating a child. Gay people have kids. They adopt. They do surrogacy. Gay parents and same-sex couples are parents. They do have kids. This exists in the real world, and other people choose to acknowledge and celebrate it because it's actually a wonderful thing. And if you don't want to, that's fine, but you have no right to be outraged over the fact that cards exist acknowledging this reality that you don't personally like. I'll be frank, it's clear Alison here just doesn't like gay people. She's just actually homophobic. And I say that as somebody who thinks that's thrown around far too often, but what else are we supposed to conclude when the very existence of goods acknowledging same-sex couples triggers you so much that you post a viral video and try to target the company over it? And once again, it only distracts from whatever legitimate critiques you might have about transgender-related merchandise for children when you start getting triggered by the card displays. And now, also, the whole thing about there are more cards for same-sex couples than there are straight couples, I'm calling bullshit on that one. That's just definitely not true because there's a simple numerical reality. There are a lot more heterosexual weddings than gay weddings, and places like Target stock their card displays based on supply and demand, based on how much of things they can sell. I mean, that is what they're doing. So I've never seen a card display. I've seen lots of them that have those kinds of cards acknowledging same-sex weddings and gay couples. Never have I ever seen one where there's more of those than the straight couples. So I just don't believe that part of this video. I think Alison maybe is just being a little dramatic on that one. In fact, the entire rant that has now been viewed millions of times is just dramatic, snowflakey, it's Karening, and it honestly is not a good look. For those of us on the right, this behavior is what we're supposed to be better than when we criticize cancel culture and snowflakery. The solution is not to embrace it and just use it to pursue right-wing reactionary ends. That's actually the worst of both worlds.